good day. I mentioned in my previous video that my 2025 Panigale V2 needs a chain slack adjustment after riding it at just 350 kilometers. Kind of wonder if the slack adjustment was within spec when I picked up the machine new from the dealer. It's hard to believe it would stretch that much after riding it just 350 kilometers. But it's out of adjustment. I've got to deal with this in practical terms. The manual states to take it back to the service department of the dealer to get the slack adjusted, which really isn't feasible or practical in my mind. So what do? They tell you the slack specification. It's a measurement from behind this protector or guard on the swing arm, perpendicular down to the center of a pin on the chain. So it's 60 to 62 millimeters. It's about 3% tolerance, pretty tight. But they don't tell you the tightening torque on this nut. And to mention too, there's identical nuts on both sides, right, of this axle. Same setup on the other side. And I determine this nut takes a 30 millimeter socket. And I'm going to use my caliper to get that slack measurement as accurate as possible. So what do you do to determine the torque value? Well, I asked AI. I got two values, 83 Newton meters, or 83 Newton meters, which is 62 foot-pounds. I also got 143 Newton meters, which is 105 foot-pounds. Can't be both. One or the other, or neither of those are wrong answers. I couldn't find an official value for that tightening torque. So I thought I'd use my skills, knowledge, and experience to estimate the breakaway torque on that nut and use that to give me an idea for how much to tighten it upon reassembly. Since it's a new machine, the threads aren't corroded, so there shouldn't be a need to include a correction factor for that. I got about 70 foot-pounds breakaway torque, and I'll probably use about that for reassembling it. And I'm not recommending that as a number. No recommendations here. It's just what I believe to be the torque that was applied to that nut when the dealer assembled this bike. And it seemed to have worked fine for 350 kilometers of riding. The service manual says to bring it back to the dealer for chain adjustment, which I don't think is practical or feasible in my mind. You can imagine why they want you to do that, of course. Anyhow, I've got to deal with this in practical terms. So I'll proceed and get that slack adjusted within specification, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.